The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
Is rainwater better for your garden than hose water? I say it is. I say that I can tell when it's been rainwater because there's so much rain at the moment as opposed to just hosing something.
I have a theory.
It
on
makes
this.
sense to me. I don't think it would make that much difference, but it would make sense to me that it,
It's better.
I think you get
it's straight from the teat of nature.
Wow. I think it makes a difference because you get more rainwater than you would traditionally hose your garden for.
Yeah, but I even put my pot plants out there and it makes a difference.
Yeah, but that's
Not
the
even a
same.
single person's ringing.
Well, 'cause-
What? Seems like
Maybe the phones are broken.
A question that
The
was...
storms have affected the phone line, Suze.
Well, hang on,
Are they broken?
I'll say okay. I'll put it out to my other lawn dudes who love. I did a lawn renovation.
Lawn porn.
Lawn porn.
Lawn porn, I like that.
I did the lawn renovation over the weekend,
Yes.
where I scarified, put sand down on my thing, and then fertilised it. Lutzi has no idea what I'm talking about.
No, we know what you mean.
There'll be a select few people out there who understand what I'm talking about.
Just say it again. What did you do?
Scalped, scarified, top dressed my lawn,
Yep.
knowing very well that there was rain coming through this week.
I know that rain contains more nitrogen.
Yeah, because it's written on the screen in front of us. Someone's
I'm just trying to get involved in this
just
conversation.
written that rainwater contains more nitrogen and oxygen than tap water.
It's definitely
It's
way
straight,
better.
straight from Mama's teeth. You're
Yeah.
right. Because I receive it directly. It grows quicker and greener with rainwater.
Yeah, it grows quicker. It's like it's got built-in fertiliser.
Well, let's
And what have you got to contribute to
God
this?
for Anne.
Yes.
It's Ange.
Oh.
So, like,
Let's leave it at that.
there we go. Thank you for your call, Anne.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
I'm going to have to start thinking about our favourite songs of the year. I reckon that's up there for me at the moment.
Post Malone, yeah, it's a tune, isn't it?
Definitely my favourite album
Yeah.
that I've listened to the most.
More than Eminem?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This
Okay.
year, that's a hard one.
Yeah, I know. There's some T-Swizz you'd have to think as well. Maybe for you. You were a big fan. You
I
flew.
was a Swiftie
You
for
flew there.
a hot second there.
That's right.
Imagine if they combined their forces and you had Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, and Taylor Swift. I mean, it's impossible. It will never happen.
No, that would happen.
There's been technically it hasn't happened, but there's been a mashup of sorts.
Ooh. Who did it? Do you know who did it? Or is it on Instagram you've just seen it?
I just saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think it did have the name. I'm not sure who it was. But
Oh, this is a mashup, is it? It's not... Okay,
yeah.
right.
So they haven't sat in a studio
Yeah.
together. But it goes to show how you can mould songs together. Have a listen.
You got a lot of nerve, don't you, baby? I only hit the curb 'cause you made me. You're telling all your friends that I'm crazy.
It's a love story?
Like I'm the only one.
That you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles. My daddy said stay away from Juliet, and I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince, and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby. Just say.
I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. And deep in every weekend, if you couldn't tell, they say teamwork makes a dream.
First time you.
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh, imagine if they did that live together. That'd
That'd be
I
so
don't know what would
good.
happen. The world would implode.
So have they manipulated that, or that is just their
probably
regular speed songs just
Yeah.
merged together?
I'd say they'd probably
sped it up.
changed a little bit.
Yeah, you can't tell. That's pretty cool.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
I get these emails for some reason. I don't even know why. There's this leading brand valuation consultancy group, Brand Finance. They put out 5,000 reports every year, over 100 reports every year, ranking brands across all sections and et cetera, et cetera. And they've done a whole thing about sporting clubs and what they're worth.
Ooh.
Like the actual...
In Australia?
Yeah, in Australia specifically. Pretty cool. It's come up, Collingwood apparently the most valuable club brand in Australian sport.
The most valuable brand.
Yeah, what do you think they're worth?
Because I was going to clarify that as well. When you say valuable brand, do you mean people's perception of it, or you actually mean
No,
what they're worth?
I'm talking. Actually, this is a dollar value of the worth of a club. Mm-hmm. Well, I've already told you, Collingwood's the biggest.
So the bottom line, what the club's worth now, what they make a year.
Well, they're worth $145 million.
What?
Oh, what?
No.
Yeah. Well ahead of Carlton, 115 million, Richmond at 101 million. The Brisbane Broncos is up there in NRL terminology. It's valued at $124 million.
They'd be number one in the NRL, are they?
Give me a sec. Yeah, Brisbane Broncos lead NRL for brand value and strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Penrith have surged, obviously, off the back of 4 straight premierships to 108 million. Souths are at 73 million. The North Queensland Cowboys are going pretty good, $72 million.
But where does that rank them? Who's number 2 on the list? Is it an AFL club or is it?
I'm trying to put them all together here, but no, AFL look like they're above and beyond because you've got Carlton 115, Collingwood 145. The Broncos, the Broncos at 124 would sit second, behind Collingwood. So they're almost comparable across the two leagues.
How do they make their money?
Well, I mean, Penrith have a
Like
big
pokies
leagues club.
or-
Bronx have a great
members,
leagues club,
yep.
memberships,
Okay.
things like that. The Brisbane Lions, off the back of their premiership, they're just behind the Swans. So the Swans are 66 million. The Lions here are $64 million.
Yeah, wow. That seems to be the thing too, that people want to buy sports clubs now. You know, to go to that next
status
level,
thing.
next level of wealth. Yeah, well, there's been so many people that have bought in the States, like struggling franchises, they call it in the States, and then been able to turn them around.
Is that like Ted Lasso is based on? Or is that different?
I haven't seen Lasso. I've heard that's really good though. But yeah, I guess so. That type of form. Well, didn't Ryan Reynolds do it over with
Or Wrexham, yeah. So you're probably thinking of Wrexham.
What did they buy Wrexham for? Do you remember? I'm trying to think now.
I mean, the value's gone through 5-10 times through the roof there, but they did an amazing job on that. It was a real diamond in the rough there they found.
I think Steve Smith has got
Steve Smith, the cricketer.
The cricketer has got a bit of a base in New York now because he's bought into some
franchise.
Some type of franchise, whether it's a cricket franchise. There's also pickleball. People are buying pickleball franchises.
Oh, yeah, true.
$2.5 million
What?
is what Ryan Reynolds paid for Wrexham.
$2.5 million?
And what would it be worth now? I wonder.
What?
Well, they've gone through many leagues since then.
He paid $2.5 million for that?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And they're worth $9 million now.
He would have got paid. How much would he got paid for the TV show?
Well, I think that's all probably accounted for in.
Yeah.
They probably won't lose money until they kind of get to the championship, Wrexham, like to the second tier of English football. Then I reckon they'll probably have to sell it on.
Do any individuals own Australian teams? I wonder. Or is it all just corporations?
I remember back when Wayne Bennett coached Newcastle, didn't Nathan Tinkler, the mining magnate?
Yeah.
That's right.
He was heavily involved in sport, particularly in the Hunter region, and
Russell?
horse racing as well.
Russell owns Souths or something?
He did.
He
and
did?
Whether
And Holmes
does
Court.
he still owns a fair chunk
bit of it.
doesn't
Yeah,
he,
he was
Mitch?
he was trying to sell it a few years ago, and then
That other
couldn't
rich
run.
Australian dude has it.
Andrew.
No, Holmes Court. Simon Holmes Court.
What?
The other owner of Souths.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Holmes
Yeah.
Court.
Scott Penn, I think, owns Manly.
Yes.
Or a big chunk of it at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certainly some private ownership. Who owns the Bronx?
News Corp.
News Corp. Lions?
No, AFL's a bit of a different financial model.
Is it?
It used to be owners back in the day, but Christopher Skase and co ran that stuff into the ground.
Right, okay.
Good to know.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
Ned Brockman, we all know Ned.
Yeah, what's he been doing?
Remember
He's all over my
What's he been
socials.
doing?
he burst into prominence back in, I think it was 2022. He ran across Australia, raised $2 million for homelessness charity We Are Mobilised. When he ran from Perth to Sydney in 46 days. And what he's doing now is he is attempting the fastest he's the fastest person to run 1,600 kilometres. And he's running it around, I think it's out at the Olympic Stadium,
I was
at
running
the athletics
circles.
track out there, yeah.
How many laps is that?
I don't know how he breaks it down. He's
It's 400 metres.
Miles, 4 laps, 1,600 metres,
but
4 laps.
He's running 160 kilometres a day
Jeez.
for 10 days straight to try and break the world record.
Work that out, please, Susan.
I can't.
What's his website? People can get involved.
Oh, you
Actually,
can find him.
just divide it.
You can find him on his on his socials.
Yep.
You watch some of the videos of what he's going through. He's got nosebleeds. He's got like unbelievable chafing. When he finishes a section of his run, he lies down on the ground. There's one time he just starts crying. He's just like, and then they have to help him up to his feet, and he's like an old man, just sort of crawling along, and then slowly gets into the rhythm and starts running again. But it's pretty inspirational stuff. He's over the halfway mark now. He's done 886 kilometres so far and officially over halfway. So, yeah, if he can...
Is he on track?
I think he's on track.
Is that a joke?
Yeah. Yeah, he's on track and on track.
On track.
Yes.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.
I was just thinking about last night and where to start because I went to the ballet, which, to be honest, okay, I really respect how fit they are, but I thought to actually go and watch a full ballet, I thought it would be a little dull, to be honest. It is not dull at all. It's nothing like you expect. They don't wear ballet tutus and stuff. Like the one I saw last night was Coco Chanel, The Life of a Fashion Icon, which is all about Coco Chanel, probably most famous for the perfume Chanel No. 5. And that's a big part of the ballet.
Right.
But she's a real fashion... she was a fashion designer who changed fashion from when women used to wear tight corsets and really curvy clothes to more straight up and down and
So they're wearing that sort of stuff?
a lot of her fashion is pants and jackets.
Do they wear the shoes? The ballet shoes?
Yeah, they're all ballet shoes.
So it sounds like more like a play, but with ballet.
Yeah, they're in proper...
Because they're wearing normal clothes.
Normal clothes.
Yeah, like
Do they
whatever.
talk?
No, there's no talking. No talking, just music. But
Singing
you know,
or
No.
no
no
singing.
singing either? Oh, cool.
But you can follow the whole story of her life, and she's got a really interesting story. I won't give the whole thing away, but there's a bit of she was in France, and there's a bit of how do you say it?
A love affair.
The love affair with a German Nazi. So, and
How the hell are they telling this whole story without any words?
Can you tell there was a Nazi?
Yeah.
because they came out dancing. Well, there was male dancers dressed in all black, and they pushed out mannequins.
Yeah.
And the top of the mannequins were dressed in a German
Double SS.
German uniform, and the
That's illegal now, by the
dancers
way.
Is it?
Yeah, someone got done
Did
yesterday.
someone get in trouble for...
Yeah, yesterday.
and the dancing that they're doing
Don't
was
talk
very.
over Susan.
Sorry, what?
You're right.
I'm just concentrating on what I saw. I can't listen to
Yeah,
anything else.
gotcha.
Because I was picturing in my mind that the dancing of the men was like Hitler movements.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, no, you can't do that anymore. You just did.
Okay.
Nick, there's another video for you.
Got it.
That's
Yeah, well, Suze...
We finally got it cancelled.
Suze just did the...
Yeah, don't even say it.
No.
That's why I'm
It's
really
illegal.
trying to concentrate on
Yeah.
the story because it's very controversial.
Geez, that
because
is controversial.
The main backer
Is that
of,
true?
Yeah, the main backer of her company was a Jewish guy, and she was really. So it was all this complex stuff.
Wow.
So she was really annoyed with the deal that she got for the Chanel No. 5. Without going into details, he funded her, the Jewish guy. So she tried to get out of it when she befriended the German
The other fella. Nazi.
Soldier.
soldier. Soldier. Now I'm really worried.
Now it's like
about
watching the
anything
ballet.
else.
We've got to read between the lines.
Yeah.
It's-
Exactly.
yeah.
So anyway, but
That's
apart
pretty
from all
clever
that-
if they can communicate that story through dance.
But hang on,
Yeah.
did you know all of that?
I did.
You see, Sue's kind of new. So
I
I'm
did.
just saying, like,
So you
take-
should read up on it
Take
first.
someone like you in there who doesn't
Yeah,
know
what
anything
the hell?
and put you in there and
Actually-
say, now what was that all about?
Actually,
that
it does
could be
help
it.
to read up on it because also
Yes.
the same as plays with like Les Mis or Phantom of the Opera. It's good if you've read before you go to the actual play,
Yeah.
music or whatever.
And to be
Type thing.
fair, I went to Hamilton, which had talking, singing, and everything in it. I still had no idea what was going on.
No, I didn't know
what
either.
that was about.
Particularly
I
that second
couldn't
half. What was-
comprehend any of
What was
that.
going on there? In the second half, the Bullets scored 38 points.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snackbox.